Hello guys and welcome to Martin's Hacks, and today we are going to review Everitoken, and this is not an ICO project, but this is already a working project and they already have a mainnet, and I will play you there some demonstration videos. But what this project is about, why I decided to review it, is because I see a huge potential of this project, and this project Everitoken is direct competition to such huge projects as EOS. However, EOS project is as well very new and it has lots of bugs, so as Ethereum guys, talking bad about other projects, but I will be concentrating on this project and telling you why this project is so good and why I at least found this project so good. However, my video is not a financial advice. Like I mentioned, this is not an ICO, but anyway, any of my videos is not a financial advice. If you are watching, for example, this video in months or 3 months or 5 months and this token is for sale and so on and so forth, guys, this is not a financial advice. I'm reviewing this project because I find it really interesting. So first, what we have here is that this token will be used as Everipay, so you will be able to use it from your mobile phone, for example, and make payments. But this is not the main thing. The main thing, what I found is so unique about this project, is their way of creating contracts, and these are not smart contracts. As you know, currently most of blockchain technologies, new blockchain technologies which are coming after Ethereum, they are creating these smart contracts. And as you know guys, smart contracts needs programmers who can implement those contracts into their applications. For example, if banks would decide to use Ethereum, they will need a programmer who is able to program on Ethereum blockchain technology smart contracts on their applications. But here guys, this Everitoken has a different approach, and I liked their approach very much guys, exactly because of that reason, that there is not required programmers, but you can, pretty much anyone without really a technical knowledge can implement into their applications, because you will have a user interface where you will be able to create your own tokens. And this is another huge thing about it, that you will be able to create your own tokens, you will be able to create your own contracts. This is not all about smart contracts, but this is all about safe contracts. What does it mean guys? There is more technical explanation. Let's jump into their white paper. However, you can come in on their website and check more information. Here is the video which I will play you at the end of my video. But as you see, Everitoken launched mainnet on 31st of July of 2018, and Everitoken reached 5,000 transactions per second, which is another huge thing. As you know, Ethereum has only 15 to 20 transactions per second, and here we have already 5,000 transactions per second, only because of that guys, that they have a totally different approach to creating these blockchain technologies. And here they have white paper as well guys, which is rather huge, and it is rather technical. And if you come in and you can read, and actually it's not so technical, if you have some knowledge in cryptocurrencies you can easily understand what they are talking about. But the main thing is that they are creating a different database approach, for example from EOS, which is another new blockchain technology. Here they are also describing different Everitokens privileges, which they have made much better than EOS, which they have made much better than Ethereum. And like I mentioned guys, they will not be using these smart contracts as Ethereum, but they will be using, and this is one of the main things of this project, that they will be using safe contracts, which is totally different. Because for example, for every service, for every product, you will be able to create your own safe contracts. For example, this could mean that you will be able to come in here on Everitoken and you will be able to create your own tokens, and to those tokens, or these will be non-fungible tokens, as if I'm not wrong guys, these will be non-fungible tokens and fungible tokens, which you will be able to create like two types of tokens. One will be like a currency. For example, you can create a fungible token which will be a currency tokens on this Everitoken blockchain technology, and then you can issue them as much as you want, or you can even not specify a limitation for tokens which you are issuing, or you can specify if you wish to do so. And then there will be those non-fungible tokens which you could assign pretty much to products, to services, to anything, whatever you want guys. So this is totally different approach from Ethereum, and this is not like a smart contracts which are on Ethereum. And by this these tokens which will be like non-fungible tokens, you will be able to change ownership rights. For example, let's take example car. You have created a token, or manufacturer of cars, he has created a token and he assigned to that non-fungible token, for example, which store information about owner, about car, and so on and so forth, guys. And when owner is changing, it is being recorded on this blockchain technology, and this car is getting simply, or this token which has been assigned to that owner is getting redirected to a new owner, guys. And everything in more detail is described here on this white paper, which you can come in and read it out for yourself. And I recommend you to guys come in and read this, because I really think that this project is very, very huge and it has a real use case, and it is totally different from projects which we know till now, like Ethereum or EOS with smart contracts. But this is safe contracts, which is totally different. You will be able to create your tokens, which will be, it is kind of cryptocurrency which you can also use, and it will have a delegated proof of stake, which is another huge thing, because on each of these tokens which you are creating here, you will have one delegate, and people who are using this token which will be created by you, and anyone can come in and create these tokens, they will be like pretty much voting for that person who is who they can trust and who is the main on that particular token economics which has been created there. Another huge thing is, guys, that for example currently, and there is obviously private keys, public keys, and so on and so forth, but another huge thing about it is that, for example, in current blockchain technologies, as you know, in Ethereum, pretty much any Ethereum, Bitcoin, EOS, NEO, if you lose your private key, you don't have access anymore to your funds. Where here on Everitoken as well, if you have created these Everitokens and this society pretty much, or these people who are in that particular token economics which has been created, you will be, if you are proving your rights, for example by your fingerprint and so on and so forth, which is also built here in this Everitoken, you will be able to prove your personality, and this delegate who is the main in this token economics which has been created will be able to refund your funds by creating a new account. Obviously, like they write here even in their white papers, that delegate can, for example, or in that particular token system which has been created here by someone and which has been used already by some society, if they don't want, for example, they can steal your funds, and it was written somewhere here. But anyway, in that case, this society or token economics which has been created, it will be losing its trust. And there is much more information which like I said, guys, you will understand it if you come in and read this white paper for yourself, as this is very huge. So as they have their own token, that was at the very end, as I remember, because I read this all white paper myself, and that was this EVT token which will be used as fuel on this blockchain technology. And this fuel token will be used for security purposes, if we protecting these token economics which will be created. And I'm mentioning token economics, this is like those tokens which will be created on this blockchain technology, because you could be able to create many different token types. And this is exactly the reason why this project is called World's First Token Customized Public Chain for the Token Economy. And that's why they will be able to create a lots of different token economics with no problem. Another huge thing about this is it will be API system. Anyone who will want to create their own tokens will not need to know any programming knowledge, as you will simply be able to come in, create your token, or for example token, like I mentioned, there will be those fungible tokens, unfungible tokens, and unfungible tokens will be like those tokens which you assign to products, services, and so on and so forth. If you create them, you will not need any programming knowledge. You will be able to come in and create these tokens with ease, and this is one of the best thing. And if you want to implement those tokens and start using them, you can simply use API or application programming interface, which is another huge thing. And this blockchain technology will not be account based like we know Ethereum or Bitcoin and Litecoin. I'm mentioning only the most known cryptocurrencies, guys. However, there's many more of them, and most all of them are built on accounts. So pretty much every user or every person has an account, where here this Everitoken will token-based economics, which is totally different approach to blockchain technology development. Come in and read this white paper and you will understand all in greater detail about this project, as I will obviously have no time to go through everything. Here on their website, like I said, you can read more news. There is more news about this project. You can also find more news on internet. And here is one model for all tokens, and this is what they are trying to achieve, because everyone will be able to create their own tokens. It is like currency. If you want to exchange something, you will be able to do so on this blockchain technology. If you will want to assign some token, or you could even think about it, a ticket or signature to some products, services, whatever, you will be able to create these another unfungible tokens to these, and you will be able to assign them ownership rights, standardized way to manage all asset and ownership rights. And this is as well very huge, and full and native NFTs and FTS support, easy and safe method to issue, transfer and manage tokens without coding, guys. Without coding is the keyword, because one of the biggest problems currently, even with neo blockchain technology, you need to know coding, and here you will not need to know coding as well, and all code will be managed by professionals, and no, you will not have to worry about safe contracts, the world's safest way for authority management, and perfectly linked digital and real world rights via authorization free and asynchronous multi-sign support, and made for real business and referring payment method and proof of ownership. And there is also describes these payments, how you can make these payments. There is QR codes and many more things. Like I said, come in and read the white paper for yourself, guys, as there is much more information, and it is described in greater detail. As always, all links in description of my video, so as in first comment of this video. Like always, redefining payment methods and proof of ownership. We easily change ownership if you want, also on different products, like checkout in seconds using Everipay. This is another thing, which is Everipay, which they have created, which is huge thing about this project, which is working on this blockchain technology. Check in with tokens on Everitoken using Everypass. And like I said, there is the video, and I will play you a quick video how payments are made already in real world. Another thing is ultra fast, accelerating the speed, and like we already talked, there is about 5,000 transactions per second. As mentioned here, in Everitoken reached 5,000 transactions per second, which is rather huge if we are comparing this to Ethereum. And this is the team, guys. The team is very transparent. Come in and read it out for yourself. So there are rather many investors who are already investing in this project, and so on and so forth, guys, advisors and many more things. And now I will play you their main video.
With the popularization of blockchain technology, we believe that many assets and interests will follow rapidly on the blockchain in the future, and human beings will enter the era of token economy. The Everitoken public chain is determined to become the infrastructure of the new era. From a small ticket to a large building, it can be easily circulated by issuing tokens. Anyone can simply achieve complex value transfer with several taps. We're well aware of the complexity of the present world and hope to meet the changing practical scenarios and various compliance requirements with a concise, unified, and understandable model. If you have a concert ticket which you don't have time to go to, you may transfer tickets to others through applications based on Everitoken. It's just as simple as giving a red packet in WeChat. And it doesn't produce fake tickets, double spend, and super issue. Even complex real estate transactions can easily trade on the chain, and regulators can sign off on every transaction. Using applications based on Everitoken blockchain, you can easily issue, transfer, and manage all kinds of different assets and interests. Everyone can easily enjoy the huge dividends brought by the era of token economy.